Welcome to the cocktail show. This is week 30. As usual, we're talking about coconut, our favorite meme coin on Avalanche. So, as usual, we're gonna just talk about a few metrics for the week and then get some highlights on what happened during the week and then just buy 100 USDC worth of cock. This is week 30. We have another 22 weeks to go after this until the end of the year. All right, so let's take a look at the community. So it's great. So numbers are basically up or flat. So on Twitter or X, we're like 0.1% up, which is great. Discord and Reddit is pretty flat, but Telegram has seen like a big increase as well, so it's plus 0.5%. But later on, we'll see like one of the biggest increases. That is pretty exciting. But before that, let's take a look at what Dano prepared. So as usual, you can just go to his profile on X and see the details of the logos, and also go to the website, the official websites for the projects, and you can kind of like dive deeper into the projects. But in any case, you see a bunch of logos. Important things are there are a lot of um, places where you can actually now have more info about cost, etc. Look at this Yahoo Finance, pretty cool, right? But also we get airdrops. Going to talk about this. When Dano did that, he put anonymous, but I think we're pretty sure those came from the Avalanche Foundation. So yeah, I received some of the airdrops, so that's pretty cool. Hope you did too. And yet we'll talk about that in the future section in a couple minutes. Before that, let's take a look at the chart a little bit. And the biggest thing that happened during the week is this: the number of holders. It actually jumped by 6.4%. This is huge. So we were at I think 74k. We're at like 77. It's pretty crazy. So that's great. So this is to me this is one of the indicators of health, and it's been increasing for I think forever. So we never had a down down week. So that's great, and pretty sure that's the fact that we've seen like a 60, almost 68% candle up during the week. It's also due to the fact that we get a big increase in holders, maybe like fresh holders with some cash. So that's it's looking good, looking good. All right, what's the feature of the week? It is what we talked about actually last time, which was the Avalanche Boost. But we actually just talked about last time Banky, the fact that they had like this Avalanche ecosystem market. This is actually part of Avalanche Boost, which they actually started back, and they announced it at least back in July 9th, right? So they had this kind of a cryptic message, and then we started seeing um, things happening on TJ, on Banky, etc. So on Banky again, there's this Avalanche ecosystem. I actually wrote a small article on Musing about it when it actually started, which was basically 4 days, 5 days uh, ago from the recording. And I was trying to explain, okay, why I thought this was like kind of like a game changer. My main point is now you can basically use your card to borrow money. So basically, card becomes money. You don't need to sell it. So you can just accumulate it. And if you're smart, or like if someone with a lot of money um, wanted to, it could buy like a bunch of. They could buy a bunch of cog, and then kind of like drive the price up, and then use that to just borrow USDC. And because there are a lot of, I mean, it's kind of hard to see. You need to take a look at the average or like distribution of like the holders and how much they can move the market, and you might have a chance to kind of like come in big, and then because you can just like borrow money on Banky, you could basically just sort of like create credit, and so that's good for the environment for the Avalanche ecosystem. So the cog price when I posted this was at you see 160 at the end. Um, and I was saying that potentially we could expect like rewards, AVAX or key to be distributed. So at that time there was like no incentives, and they actually started putting incentives. So you can see now you have like key incentives for putting USDC in, and also for providing key. So I also expect that there are going to be some incentives on Cock and Joe, even though like people have been like putting more and more. Like we already had like 1.2 million, and actually the price went up like a lot, right, as we saw. So that's great. So this is a great thing. Again, on TJ you have like boost pools. Yeah. So if you like LP, then you get some boost on a bunch of assets. You can take a look at TJ. I think I closed it, but yeah, on there you can just just click on visit pools, and you'll see like all the pairs that have boosts. So that's great. All right. So yeah, let's just do the events. 2 seconds. Great, great, great. All right, ultra hard money. Okay, great. So this is great, and then that gives me like hope that with the cocknet, even if cocknet doesn't happen or is not that big of a deal, I think this is kind of like a big deal, and cocknet will help as well. And there are other things are working pretty well, like the cockbook right now, where you can basically bet, like doing sport betting, and so that helps also with like getting value into cock. So anyhow, I think it's time for us to buy and conclude. So the price is up, so I'll get a bit less, but it is what it is. Every week, either up or down. So every week we'll just get what we can. So let's go. Swap. Approve. Hmm. Alright, didn't work. Come on. I'm just gonna refresh. Hit this. I think my parameters, maybe I should change them. Yeah, okay, let's just put a bit more slippage. Let's not wait. Let's do this. And let's go. And there we go. Alright, 1.51. Let's update. And before we leave, just one last thing. It's just like the Avalanche Foundation. Yeah, on July 2 days ago, they just sent this saying that it was basically Christmas with the airdrop. So hope you guys had some of that airdrop money that you're using your card. If you get some wisely, whatever, or not wisely, that's fine. And your AVAX as well. So hope you're enjoying the journey as I am, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.